Eric, Dan the Beast Severn. Have you met the Beast? Have you ever wrestled with the Beast?
I've never wrestled with the Beast, but I have met him. He's a Sun Devil. I just was with him recently, actually, in 2019 at Bobby Douglas's, an event to honor Bobby Douglas and the career and life of Bobby Douglas. And I presented, Bobby Douglas was there to watch one of the Arizona State wrestling matches.
Can he still go? How good a shape did he look? Because he keeps himself in really good shape.
He's always in good shape. You know, he looks like I think he still wants to compete. So I think he still competes. I know he still does seminars and travels the world, so yeah.
You mentioned the British Bulldog, one of your favorites in professional wrestling, a WWE Hall of Famer. And you got to work with Davey Boy Smith Jr., Harry Smith Jr., his son. What was it like meeting him, and did you talk to him a little bit about his dad?
Yeah, you know what? Davey Boy Smith is he's a gentle giant. He's a gentle giant, but he's actually very sinister. He's real nice, soft-spoken, but then you get him in the ring, and he's a killer. Yeah, you know what? I told him Davey Boy Smith was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, and you know, he told me a lot of great stories while he was growing up and learning wrestling and watching it all, and yeah, Davey Boy Smith, you know, I think he's going to get into fighting as well. He's supposed to be in fighting already. He might do a match or two in MMA, so I'd love to. I've always told him, when you come to MMA, you know my number.
Bobby Lashley, training with him, where was that again, and what was it like? Did you think, hey, this guy's got a really good future ahead of him, whatever the heck he does?
Bobby Lashley, we joined the Army together. We came out of basic training together, and then we were also at the Olympic Training Center together in the Army's world-class athlete program. And he was always big, athletic, had the aesthetics. And it was just, when Kurt Angle came to the Olympic Training Center, you just knew that was the next step for him. Kurt Angle saw him and told him, you should do pro wrestling, and boom, the next year he was doing it.
Did you ever get in there with Bobby and mix it up a little bit?
We were teammates. I mean, no, he was obviously bigger. We didn't go take down wins it. But yeah. I mean, we were on the same team together. He was a teammate of mine, so we won armed forces together.
Did you get to meet Kurt Angle?
Of course, I've known Kurt Angle. Yeah, I've known Kurt Angle for a long time.
What was it?
I think I was his roommate at one time at the Olympic Training Center.
And what was Kurt like back then? I mean, what a phenomenal wrestler, obviously Olympic gold medalist. What do you recall anything about Kurt?
Very driven, also humble. But sometimes humble doesn't get you where you want to be. I remember when he won the Olympics, I was with him, and we went to the House of Blues, and it was during the Olympics, and there was the NBA party there at the House of Blues, and they wouldn't let us in. And I was like, what? He just won the Olympics. And they were like, that don't matter here. And I was like, today he won it. The whole event, this whole city is about the Olympics. But so yeah, being humble didn't help him in that situation. But he always wanted to be an actor too. I think he started off in newscasting, and then something else, and then he eventually made it to
WWE
and became a Hall of Famer.
Dave,
It's true.
What's that, Eric?
It's true. It's true.
And lastly, Dave Batista.
Oh, Batista. Batista's my man. You know, I trained with Batista. I actually met him in California at Nick Diaz's gym. Nick and Nate Diaz. And then when he decided to get into MMA, about a year or two later, I got a phone call. They reached out to me. Josh Rafferty says, we want you to be part of the camp. I was in Brazil at Tino Guerra, so I was going back and forth between Brazil and Tampa, Florida. And it was awesome to watch somebody never done. It was 0-0. He ended up fighting somebody that had like at 40 fights or more, a heavyweight that was about 330 pounds. And it was amazing to see for him to come out with the win. And you know what? The pressure he had on him was amazing, because he was in a movie called The Man with the Iron Fist, and that was coming out the same weekend. And he was like a villain in the Iron Fist, and he had to win. He had to win a real fight against the guy that had tons of experience, that fought UFC champions before. And Dave was 0-0, and you know, he went out there and did his job, got the double leg takedown, and pounded him out. Something that we're going to be doing this weekend.
And there it is from the coach, Captain Americas. Thank you, Eric.
Hey, thanks, Jim. I'll send you those pics.